There is a supplement sitting in millions of medicine cabinets right now, recommended by doctors, sold in every pharmacy, and taken faithfully by more than half of all women over 60. And new research suggests it may be quietly damaging the very thing it was supposed to protect. I am not talking about a fringe supplement or something obscure. I am talking about calcium. The same calcium supplement your doctor may have prescribed you years ago for your bones. The same one you have been taking every morning without a second thought. Here is what nobody told you. There is a critical difference between calcium from food and calcium from a supplement pill, and that difference, according to multiple large-scale studies, may be raising your risk of a heart attack. I know that sounds alarming, and I want to be very clear about what the research actually says, what it does not say, and exactly what you should do about this starting today. Because the answer is not panic. The answer is information, and then a simple, practical adjustment. Please stay with me, because what I cover in the next 12 minutes could genuinely matter for your long-term health. I am Dr. Edward, and this channel exists to give you the honest health information that protects your independence. Now let me show you exactly what is happening. Let me ask you something simple. Do you currently take a calcium supplement? If you are a woman over 60, there is a very good chance the answer is yes. For decades, calcium supplements have been one of the most commonly recommended interventions for older adults, particularly women, approaching or past menopause, when the risk of osteoporosis rises significantly. The logic made perfect sense. Bones need calcium. Older adults often do not get enough calcium from food. Therefore, take a supplement. For years, that reasoning went almost completely unchallenged. But here is what started emerging from the research. When you eat calcium-rich foods, dairy products, leafy greens, sardines, almonds, the calcium enters your bloodstream slowly and gradually. Your body absorbs what it needs, and the rest passes through without incident. Your blood calcium levels rise gently, stay within a healthy range, and fall back down at a natural pace. But when you take a calcium supplement pill, something different happens. A concentrated dose of calcium floods into your bloodstream in a short window of time. Your blood calcium levels spike sharply and suddenly far higher and faster than they would from any food source. And here is where the problem may begin. Several large studies, including one major analysis following over 10,000 women, found that women who took calcium supplements had a significantly higher rate of heart attacks compared to those who got their calcium from food alone. The proposed mechanism is this. When calcium floods the bloodstream in high concentrations, it may accelerate the buildup of calcium deposits inside the walls of your arteries, the exact same process that contributes to arterial stiffening and cardiovascular disease. In other words, the very calcium meant to strengthen your bones may, in supplement form, be quietly hardening your arteries at the same time. Now, I want to be precise here, because this is an area where nuance genuinely matters. This research does not prove that calcium supplements cause heart attacks in every person who takes them. What it shows is a statistically meaningful association, meaning people who took supplements had higher rates of cardiovascular events than those who did not. That association is strong enough that several major medical organizations have updated their guidance on calcium supplementation in the past decade. And it is strong enough that I believe every senior taking a calcium supplement deserves to know about it and have a real conversation with their doctor. Because here is what concerns me most. The majority of seniors taking calcium supplements today were prescribed them years or even decades ago when this research was not yet available. Nobody ever followed up to say, actually, the evidence has changed. Let's reconsider this. So they keep taking it every morning, faithfully, for their bones unaware that the picture has become significantly more complicated. There is a second concern with high-dose calcium supplements that receives even less attention than the cardiovascular risk: kidney stones. Studies consistently show that people who take calcium supplements have a higher rate of developing kidney stones than those who get their calcium from food. Again, the mechanism is the same: concentrated calcium flooding the bloodstream and then the kidneys, where it can precipitate and form crystals. For seniors, kidney stones are not just painful. They can lead to kidney infections, hospitalizations, and in vulnerable individuals, lasting damage to kidney function. And there is a third issue worth mentioning. Very high calcium intake, whether from supplements or a combination of supplements and fortified foods, can interfere with the absorption of other important minerals, including zinc, magnesium, and iron. We actually covered the iron interference in a previous video. But the point is this: the supplement that was supposed to be a straightforward benefit has turned out to have a far more complex risk profile than anyone anticipated. Before I give you the specific practical steps you need to take with this information, and I promise this is not about throwing your supplements away without guidance, I want to ask you something. If this video is already making you think differently about what is in your medicine cabinet, please subscribe right now and tap that bell. Every week I bring you honest, research-based health information that your doctor may not have time to cover in a 15-minute appointment. And once you have heard the full picture, type the number 1 in the comments below so I know this reached you. Now, here is exactly what to do. Here is the important thing I want you to hear before anything else. This does not mean calcium is bad for you. Calcium is absolutely essential, especially after 70, for bone density, muscle function, nerve transmission, and heart rhythm. The issue is not calcium itself. The issue is the form in which you take it and the dose. And the good news is that there is a clear, practical path forward that protects your bones without carrying the same cardiovascular and kidney risks. First, do not stop your calcium supplement without speaking to your doctor. I want to be very direct about this. If you are currently taking a calcium supplement, please do not simply throw it away after watching this video. Your doctor prescribed it for a reason, possibly because your dietary calcium intake is genuinely low or because your bone density results specifically warranted supplementation. Stopping abruptly without guidance could leave a real gap in your bone health management. What I am asking you to do is bring this information to your next appointment and have an honest conversation. Show your doctor this research. Ask whether you still need supplementation or whether your dosage can be reduced. Ask specifically about your current cardiovascular risk profile, because for some seniors, the calcification risk may be more concerning than for others. Second, prioritize food-based calcium wherever possible. The research consistently shows that dietary calcium from food does not carry the same cardiovascular risks as supplement calcium. Dairy products, canned fish with bones, fortified plant milks, dark leafy greens, almonds, and broccoli are all excellent sources. Aim to get as much of your daily calcium target from food as you reasonably can before turning to a supplement to fill the gap. Third, if you do continue supplementing, consider calcium citrate over calcium carbonate. Calcium citrate is absorbed more gradually and does not require stomach acid for absorption, which makes it gentler on your system and may reduce the sharp blood calcium spike associated with carbonate forms. It is also better tolerated by people who experience digestive discomfort with calcium supplements. Fourth, pair any remaining supplementation with vitamin D and vitamin K2. Vitamin D supports calcium absorption in the gut. Vitamin K2, a form of vitamin K distinct from K1, has been shown in research to help direct calcium toward bones and away from arteries, which is exactly what we want. If you are going to continue taking calcium, making sure your vitamin D and K2 levels are also adequate may help mitigate some of the cardiovascular concern. Always check with your doctor before adding any new supplement to your routine. Talk to your doctor before making any changes. Prioritize food-based calcium wherever possible. If you supplement, consider calcium citrate and pair it with vitamin D and K2 for maximum benefit and minimum risk. 4 steps and together, they let you protect your bones. without the hidden trade-offs. Before you go, there is one more detail that catches almost everyone off guard when I mention it. The recommended daily calcium intake for adults over 70 is around 1,200 milligrams per day. But here is something most people never calculate. If you eat a reasonably varied diet that includes any dairy, any fortified foods, or any leafy greens, you may already be getting 600 to 800 milligrams per day from food alone without even trying. Adding a 500 or 600 milligram supplement on top of that can push your total daily calcium intake well above what your body actually needs. And research suggests the risks associated with calcium supplements become more pronounced at higher total daily intakes. Before your next appointment, try keeping a rough food diary for 3 to 5 days and estimating your dietary calcium intake. You may discover that your supplement is covering a gap that does not actually exist, and that is a conversation worth having with your doctor armed with real data. None of what we covered today is meant to frighten you or shake your trust in the people who have been caring for your health. Medical guidance evolves as research accumulates, and that is actually a sign that the system is working. What I want for you is the most current picture, so that every decision about your health is made with full information, not outdated advice that nobody has had the chance to revisit. Your bones matter. Your heart matters. And you deserve a plan that takes both seriously at the same time. If this video helped you today, please type 1 in the comments and share it with someone you love who takes a calcium supplement every morning without knowing this. And the video on screen right now covers another everyday health habit that seniors are getting wrong, one that quietly affects your energy, your strength, and your independence every single day. I will see you there.